Hi, and welcome back to the third episode of Learning Tall Forms. I'm just going to do some cleanup from the last episode, and we're going to install the Tall Forms package and try and get a form just pasted in right from the examples and get it working. I'll try and keep this as short as possible, and then maybe we can do more than one so we don't end up with a 43-minute debacle like yesterday. Okay, so here's the good stuff. First of all, we had this issue where the example test wasn't working. Only took a second to figure out, but I didn't want to waste your time. So I'll go through this. Everyone, when you're using a Mac or any Git system, there's something like a global git ignore, so you shouldn't have a massive git ignore in your project files. If you have all this weird stuff like your thumbs.db or any weird Apple or Windows files, that's not a project issue, that's a your computer issue. And that should be on your computer. So you can normally find that in something like a gitignore.global. Oh, I actually got rid of my top bar, but I'll do that so you can see. So I have this in my home, it's called gitignore global, and these are all things that I ignore, and as you can see, with my hand, I'm pointing like a moron. So here, anything called example test.php, I just get rid of. I don't want them in my projects. They just annoy me. I normally just delete them, but I just didn't for this thing, and I hadn't looked at this in a while, so that's where it is. So you should set one up and Google it. It's awesome. Okay, let's get rid of that. All right, hopefully that didn't take too long. All right, let's just commit everything that we did from the last episode. So I'm not going to cherry pick anything. Episode, I'll tag these later if we actually publish these. People have said they'd like to see them, so episode 2. Woohoo! Boom. All right, so let's get cracking. So install Tall Forms. So I just briefly read over this. There's an artisan install command, and we have to have a setup here, so that's that. Suppose to require that. While we're waiting for that, there's a command you have to run. Do you want to use so yes, they're actually using Tailwind 2 at some point, but for now, this is the goods. Oh, she did such a nice job, Tina. We should find out who helped her make this artisan command and thank them because they're amazing. What? It's me. Okay. I prefer CSS. So I'm Laravel 8, Laravel 7. Use Jetstream? Yeah, I did. Okay, so checking app.blade, publishing the config file. Now we have to look at what it did to app.blade.php because we just did it in the like a non-login way. So copy the file tall forms to config tall forms. So we have to check what we have to do there. Installation complete. Please support. Yeah, everybody, totally into that. Please, please support this package. Okay, we'll come back to this. npm run dev. So for me, that's just right. I'm just going to do that. npm run dev. Is the bottom of my screen cutting off? Think so. Sorry about that. I'll fix that for next time. Alright, take just one more second. Sorry there's no post-processing. If I knew how to speed this up, I would, but I don't. Okay. Now, so we've installed this bad boy. Let's just have a look at what things it actually changed. So changed app.css, public CSS. Wouldn't it have changed things in my resources? And config. Scan my files. Thank you. Let's have a look. Tall. So I'm going to config. Oh, it committed them already. So before tall forms installation, just composer lock. After, excellent. So what did it do to Webpack? It added CSS nesting, nice. Okay, oh, she did lots of title config, she added typography. Damn, Tina, you are the bomb. Okay, so you did a tall forms wrapper layout. Is this a class-based file? Say resources views layouts. App. Okay, so you added that. Got it. Just see config tall forms. Title. Tall forms form. I'll have to source dive that, but I won't make you watch me do that. Unless I find something cool, then I'll summarize that for you in another video. Tall theme, okay, so she's got some CSS done. Custom CSS, I guess this is the stuff that we are supposed to do. App, she added it. Package.json, she added Tailwind UI. Okay, I own Tailwind UI, so that's fine. Package lock, got it. Config tall forms, okay. This is a configuration file. Form buttons is applied. Answer bang. So these are titles. It's funny. I'm recording a screencast. You're on at YouTube. Okay, so that's pretty cool. All right. Let's just go with it. Now, let's just go to the first thing, create a form. So I think this is going to be, let's just go with what just got here. Create user, multi-user, action create. Okay. Create user was made. Kind of want that to be a capital C class create user. Okay. 2 steps. One for create, one for update. Make sure to pass the action parameter. and the tall form trait. That work. Tall form, okay. So create an app. Where do we say it's going to be? App HTTP lab. That's right. Forms, create user. Factor. Name this. User. Extends component. Oh, she already did that for me. So brought in component. Tall forms, tall form. Okay, so it actually made the whole thing. I was going to copy and paste that in, but that is done. Okay, so that's good. Now, set your actions. So it looks like she's done this. I'm going to create model that. Optional, save and stay. Model. Pro tip, you can use fill column straight automatic fill. 2 ways to render. So in a blade view, let's have a peek. Not that. Web, blade. So let's call you I don't know, about test 3, user, import that, user class. All right, tall.test, test 3, name of non-object. So we don't have a render function. Because I'm not logged in. It's trying to use that item. Okay. Let's go to Tinkerwell. I'm not going to fight this. So okay, so let's open up and let's say user create. I think I have to do this now. User factory. Oh man, I don't remember how to do user factories anymore. The new Laravel, laravel.com. Right, factory. No, using factories. Factory, see model factories. Factory times create. Now where do I put the parameters here? Okay, so user definition. Okay, so extends factory, or its calls, yeah. Construct with figure, yeah. New attributes. There's a new command. Get a new factory instance with given attributes. Times figure raw. So raw gets attributes, new gets attributes, create gets attributes. No, create one. Create many. Iterable gets records, so it gets collection probably. Create gets attributes. Okay. So what's that parent? Stores new and create. Creates a collection. Models to persist them. New attributes. Static state. So is that giving me states? Well, we'll try it first. See what goes on there. So, user tree create. I should have something like an email that I can control. So how about me? So Ronnie at test.test and password. Oops. Yeah, not on today. Do I have to do bcrypt in here? Let's see what comes up. On static output method. Okay, good enough. Let's see if that does an automated pass. I think it used to do a password as password, but let's see what it does. So let's go to table plus. Table plus, quite unexpectedly. Oh no, table plus doesn't like Big Sur. Alright. I'll deal with that later. Let's give it a try. Tall.test. Login. Then let's just go to awesome. Now we want to go to test 3. Ooh. Nice. How about Mr. potato. How do you spell potato? That's fine. But we did get the form working. So let's get with that. Create user. Now, can I add another field? Make label email, required email. Let's just paste that again. Password. Let's just have a quick peek. So I'm happy with that, but let's just see different types of model binding, slots. Alright, so I gotta read some properties, probably properties. Form. So it doesn't seem. Let's just see what happens, right? Sure, it's not gonna destroy me. Nice. So let's go back to Mr. Potato Head and value test. Password is going to be potato. P-O-T. Saved. Excellent. Now, if I go to here, let's just comment this out. And, of course, user. Boom. 2 users, Mr. Potato Head. Nice. Okay. Well, I think that wraps up our first form. We don't know how to do anything yet, but we installed it. We got a form saving in rapid order with some nice styling given to us by Tall Forms. Come back to you with more. Thanks so much.